everyone and welcome back. Today I'm here with my mom, Novlin, and I won't be taking you back down memory lane today, but she will. Hello mom, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so as you know, I've been doing my videos and today it's a pleasure to have you here with me because I know that a lot of the things I've been talking about, you can definitely share some of it with our viewers.
Yes.
But what I want to start out with today, I want to ask you about your early childhood years growing up in Jamaica. And my first question is, which school did you attend? You know that she always baked the hook bami more so that we go to the market.
Right.
And then she baked the pot
Pot
bami.
bami,
Now that we would be eating around the yard and
Right,
stuff.
with eggs.
So how did you enjoy the pot bamis?
Man, it was good because she always bake the bami and like fry an egg and fold it in that and maybe cut it in two. If sometimes bake them a bit small, and she would just fry the egg and fold it and give us until we could really help ourselves to do it ourselves. But it was good, man. Growing up was good. As I said, we were very poor, but we were happy and it was good.
Okay, and growing up in Sweetland, can you remember any of the people that you grew up in Sweetland with?
Yes, man, a lot of people around the because first, the closest to us, as you know, our land is like 3 acres and more, and the other person beside us, you have Ephraim, Louis, Mr. Ellington and his wife and children. You have Miss Cathy, Miss Inez, Mas Howard, Mas Jaikaran, Miss Hazel, a lot of people. A lot of people, and Mas Bon and Miss Ezra, a lot of people.
Okay, the standpipe that is out by Sweetland Square. When I used to live with Mama, that is where we used to go and carry water from.
Right.
But what I want to ask you, did you grow up and see that standpipe there, put it there after you were born?
No, it wasn't there when I came there. It was sometime, I don't remember the year that it came there, but that water is coming from, I think, the big tank.
Victoria Town, I think
right,
Victoria Town.
Right, the well that they drill down there, but I think they pump it to the big tank up by the Anglican Church.
Up by Prattville.
Right, and then it comes from there into the pipe there.
So before you used to get water from the standpipe, where would you carry water from?
We carried from farm, and I remember from Cajun Corner run by Sweetland. I used to go to the Winston Jones High School, that journey, and take by the water back to Sweetland, or any other neighbor who have tanks, so we get water from them.
Water.
Because we wouldn't have a tank for ourselves. We get water from Miss Cathy and Miss Louise, Miss Ida, right around, because as I said, we dug 2 holes to build
tank,
but it never materialized, so we have to carry the water from, and mostly from over Antelope, right, that open tank. But whether it was not far, whether it was little, we survived with that water. And I tell you now that when we have that amount of water now, we really have to give God thanks, because water was scarce for us growing up.
Okay, and I remember there's a tank over beside Daddy's old yard, where I think the man name was Richard, they call him Backfoot.
Right.
So that tank, was the water good enough for drinking?
No, but we would use that to wash. That wasn't good enough for drinking. The one over by Antelope, that was what we used to drink, but the one over my Master Richard, now you just use that to wash.
Okay, so when you weren't going to school, what did you all do in the yard?
We used to play a lot of dolly house, man. And cut the pear seed, grate the pear seed. Like we're making drinks, and I remember we used to play with everything. I remember making all the cooking, the pots, cut up our daddy yam head. That daddy beat us one time for the yam head, but because we didn't know better.
Yeah.
And I remember again, we used to play with this board. We would just put the board around and banana leaf, and the board drop on one of the puppies, and the board was heavy enough to kill the puppy. And my mother beat me, and I was little and skinny, and I used to run, and he told my brother to run me down and catch me, because if he don't catch me, he's gonna get the beating.
Yeah.
So my brother run me down and catch me, and I get the beating. But after that, as we just forget that time we play with, because we didn't have any grudge. We didn't know how to hold grudge growing up,
Yeah. So did you have real dolls, or you make dolls?
No, we used to make dolls on the same orange juice box with the wheels made from young fruits and so. Again, we don't know that we didn't need the fruits, but we picked them off to make the wheels. And the rose apple pop shot, and we used to use the guinea grass. That is what I would never like, because when I said let's start making that stuff, I know you're gonna catch some lizard, and I don't like the lizard. But man, it was good.
Okay, so you talk about you eating eggs and bammies and stuff. So like meat, where would you eat meat? Where would you get meat?
Well, I say, Mama used to. We have a lot of chickens, and if they said that one is for us to eat, then they would kill it and put it on early. Daddy used to raise pig, and he would sell some and we eat some. And when my mama started market now, he would get meat from, down by alley. Most times she have fish and she got by beef and,
So I know out by Asia Square, I grew up hearing about my 60s selling meat in Asia Square. Tell us about my 60s.
Because my 60s was the person who they killed with Mr. Ledford. That is Mr. Lambert's father.
Okay.
So every Friday we go to Asia, we get whatever, maybe how much pound of beef Mama could able. And every Friday I could remember, if she's not in the market, she's cooking beef soup for us. But in those days, Asia on a Friday was like a
little town.
A little town where we go and do business and buy our Kersnile and a lot of stuff.
Okay, so where my 60s shop is, I remember Miss Puncy was there for a while, but the shop beside my 60s where Mr. Henry used to be, who was in that shop before the Henrys going there?
Well, the two shops that I know in Asia Square, there was another shop to your when you're coming down from Mr. Delo's house and the police station. There's a building there that our Uncle Johnny used to do shoemaking. But the other shop to your right coming down in the square is Mr. Williams, Johnny Williams. And the other shop is Miss Lou. I don't remember her last name, but it's Miss Lou. She used to sell uniform material, every little thing you could think of right there. But after I leave and from there to go in Newport, now I don't know the co-owners or who own it there, but my 60s just used to really help with the cow and sell on a Friday. Not really own, I don't know, as I said, don't remember if you own a shop.
Never used to own the shop, but you just come and sell.
Right, with Mr. Ledford.
Okay, so the police station, was the police station always there?
Always there. They renovated, but it was always there. Remember that when you enter, the section on your right was the police station. It's sometime after that they built up what is there now.
And Mas Bobby have a whole lot of peppermint.
Right.
I think Mas Bobby passed away. But I remember Mas Bobby would get all the soft drink bottles and boxes and cut them and plant a whole lot of peppermint.
Right.
And he was doing that before my time, right?
Yes, ma'am, because the peppermint was one of the things that the people down there plant, and they cut a lot and it dried to sell. So you have to have a lot to get it out of the stick to sell it to the truck. So you have to have a lot to weigh X amount to get some money.
So about high school now, which high school did you attend?
Well, I say I go to the primary school up to grade 11.
The primary school?
Yes, and I give God thanks for Mr. Manning. And everybody will tell you about Mr. Donald Manning, because when he came to primary, we have a few principals before. I really can't remember their name, but I remember when Mr. Manning came and they built the school down by Winston Jones.
But at the time it was Parker Secondary School.
Right, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Parker Secondary School. Is after Winston Jones died, I think in 2000 somewhere there, they named the school in honor of him, Winston Jones High School.
Okay, I don't let's say maybe because I was down there, maybe following up the situation, but Mr. Manning was the one who keep us back, because they used to graduate from grade 9, but they keep us back into grade 11. Remember Ronnie and Tony and June and Joy Williams, Clover Brissett, Verlin Brissett, a lot of us, the class was full, grade 10 and grade 11. And it was good, man, and I graduated us, because what they said, and sometimes I look back and I said, no, because when they built the school, we graduated was at 16, they said, you know, they wouldn't send us down there only for the 2 years. And I was looking to it. I don't know if I'm right, but what I heard, and I don't remember anybody else go down there that in my group. But I was supposed to go to the Caledonia College in Mandeville because I was really doing well in school.
Yeah, but you didn't get the
parents,
opportunity.
no, the opportunity to go.
Okay, and Mr. Manning and Mrs. Manning, they were still at the school when I attended there in 1990. So they have been there for quite some time. And after school, after you graduated from Prattville Primary, what did you do?
After I graduated from Prattville Primary School, I was at home there and not doing anything, and I started at the Prattville. At the time it was Vocational Training Center, and from there I got pregnant, and then after having Munchie and then I started again in Newport
at the training center
again. Yeah.
And that training center is still there. Now it is known as the Heart Institute, very popular, and it is doing really well. So going back in your life, growing up, what were the things that make you happy?
Well, a lot of things, because I say in those times I was really afraid person. Like when I say afraid, just wouldn't go out in the night. But if you have to go out, you would walk fast, because all I was thinking of in those times is duppies. Nobody to trouble you, nobody. Yeah. If you should see a young man, the young man would make sure he take you home, and he's not gonna do anything to make you feel uncomfortable. But those times were really good times, man, happy times. You know, and we would sit down, you know, before we separate from each other from the family home. We have a lot of fun, like, you know, we play all kind of games, and you know, no you hardly hear anybody quarreling in the district or have any fuss with anybody. It was good, and you know, as I say, after leaving to Newport at the time, you know, it was just the same. You go up there and I live and just enjoy myself.
Okay, people, and there you have it. This is my mom, as I mentioned before, and I hope you have enjoyed the conversation and all the history that she shared with us. As always, thanks for watching.